All right, some breaking news coming in at this time. Doctors in Lucknow were lathicharged by the police a short while back. The doctors were protesting against government orders which restricts them from prescribing allopathic medicines. Now, these are doctors practicing Unani and Ayurvedic forms of medicine, and they were protesting outside the Uttar Pradesh Assembly. The government says that they should only prescribe medicines which conforms to the form of medicine that they practice. So, let me go across to Amir Haq, who joins us on the phone line. Amir, at the face of it, it sounds that the government is being reasonable in its request. Why are the doctors agitating in front of the Uttar Pradesh Assembly?
Oh, well, Rukmini, for these doctors, for these BMS and BMS doctors, you know, the allopathic medicine that they give out to their patients is their mainstay into the business, as I must say. And for the government having, you know, restricted them for giving allopathic medicines to the patients, it really will become difficult for them to get their clientele. And I mean, that is why these doctors have been protesting over the last 2-3 weeks, ever since the government said that it will restrict BMS and BMS doctors from giving medicines. In fact, for the record, Rukmini, both these courses are 5-year courses in which for about 4.5 years they are, you know, taught the medicine therapy of their respective as in the Ayurvedic and the Unani medicine. And it is only for 6 months that they are given training for administering allopathic treatment. So definitely for these doctors to be allowed to give allopathic medicines to the patients will definitely, you know, not just bring to peril the life of these patients, but also the government thinks that only MBBS doctors who have been, you know, who have studied this branch of medicine should be allowed to administer such medicines. And that's why the government, you know, over the last month had passed this order and then had asked all such doctors not to administer such medicines. So the doctors here were protesting against this, and it was then back to the police, and this didn't happen.
All right, Amir, yet another example of the educated class really behaving in an unreasonable manner. The government seems reasonable in its request that those doctors that have specialized in Unani and Ayurvedic medicines only prescribe the medicines that they have specialized in their area of specialization, and do not prescribe allopathic medicines to the patients, as that may put their lives in peril. But the doctors are really not happy with the government's order and protesting outside the Uttar Pradesh Assembly. Clearly the situation went out of hand, and we can see the police are lathicharging those doctors there. Ahmed, what is the situation like? Is there a body of those doctors who is talking to the government on this issue? What's really going to happen next?
Well, the doctors they have their representatives, and they are trying to reach out to the government and the health minister. But as yet, since the assembly is in session and all the ministers are inside, nobody as yet has been able to reach out to them. But definitely they'll be following up on the entire incident, definitely after this lathi charge. In fact, these doctors have been lathi charged twice today. Once when they were protesting and agitating at the Dharna Sthal, and second time round when they came over outside the assembly. So their representatives will be talking to the ministers concerned and will be representing them before the government.
All right, Amir Haq, thank you very much for joining us with that update.